So I saw an article in Florida Realtors, and I thought it cited Cambridge Analytics, and that's not true. That's the Facebook people that are watching you. Cambridge Analytica.
Yes, exactly.
No, this is Collateral Analytics.
Okay.
Did a study, and they say that homeowners cost working with an iBuyer 13 to 15%. Now, I kind of knew this, but I didn't have the data. I just kind of felt it.
Now we have the data.
I had a printout on my own home. I said, they're going to offer me $260 for my home, but it's worth $300.
Right.
And they're telling me that's as good a deal as the... so anyway, so they did some statistics, and of all the iBuyers, there's a bunch of them. There are a plethora of different iBuyers, some in town, some not in town. And they did a statistic that said overall the study found that iBuyers cost homeowners 13 to 15% of their home's value. And it says, while taking a home to market comes at a cost too, generally a real estate commission and closing costs, things like that. It was better to go with an agent if the seller's goal is to maximize profit rather than move quickly.
Yes.
And so the thing that I like to always point out is, and this is the part that I think we talked about this a couple times, is it evil?
Like the fruits of the devil.
Right. Evil is not so much when a seller picks an iBuyer to sell their home to. But when the iBuyer walks in, which I think is an agency violation, mind you, when they walk into a seller's house and they say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I really am looking out for your best interests.
Right.
You really need to sell your home, and we're going to look out for you, and here's your offer of $250,000. And yeah, there's a service fee, and you can see the net. Oh, but look over here. If you went to market, you'd actually make less money than with us.
Right.
So I think that's where they cross the line,
Yes.
right? They're walking. I met with a lady who had sat down with an iBuyer, and they went through that whole thing, and she gave it to me. And she showed me that they told her that she would make more money selling to them when they offered her $150,000, right? And then they list to market with me, and they get a lot more. Yeah. And it's just, that's where...
They're preying on people who don't know what they don't know. And in all honesty, I don't think the everyday seller is supposed to know this stuff. I mean, there's no class in high school about what to do if somebody approaches you to buy your home for cash as an iBuyer. You don't know that. And they sell you a really good deal. They say, well, we'll cover repairs. We'll do this. We'll do that.
Yeah, but then they say the authors concluded that iBuyer sellers are paying not just the difference in fees of 2% to 5%, more than with traditional agencies, and a generous repair allowance, but another 3% to 5% or more to compensate the iBuyer for liquidity risks and carrying costs. And all the typical costs to a seller appears to be in the range of 13% to 15%. We just saw one service fee here in Northwest St. Johns County of 11%.
A service fee of 11%.
So again, I mean, I've been on this. Can you do 2 soapboxes in a one show?
Let's find out.
I don't know. See if it'll take it. It may not take 2 soapboxes in one day.
Let's try it.
All right, but here it is. These are hard. Well, I mean, if you're going to trust this Collateral Analytics
well, we don't even
company,
have to trust them because we've done our own research. Yep. We've pulled sales with iBuyers like Schmopendor, which is not the actual name of the company.
Right.
There's
another one out there called Pillow Offers. Have you heard of them? No. Yeah, Pillow Offers.
But we've pulled those sales, broken down what they charged the sellers, and then what we would have been able to get for the same property were we to have sold it with an agent. Traditionally, all the full agents, percentages, what they get commission-wise, all of that. And repeatedly, over and over again, from my research, it's been 7 to 15% that sellers are leaving on the table. It's just cash money that they're just giving away. Throwing it away.
And one of the things that they say, and by the way, if an educated seller goes, you know what, this is the right decision for me.
Because I need to move.
And I see the numbers, I know the numbers, I know what I'm leaving on the table. God bless you, so be it.
Right.
But here's the thing that often is said is they say, well, I don't want to get my home ready to show. I don't want to show my home.
Right.
And then I show them that, well, in this community, the average home, if priced the median of what's selling, will be shown 10 times before it goes under contract.
Right.
And I think you'll get $30,000 more going retail versus selling to an iBuyer.
So break that down.
Would you be willing to show your home for $3,000 a showing? We've had this, broken record. We've talked about this time and again, but now
we have
now it's not anecdotal.
Statistics.
I can say collateral analytics from the Florida realtors.
Data. And it's so what?
They say they're from New York, and that means it's fact.
Absolutely.
You
know what? It's so frustrating when, especially somebody in like one of my mommy groups, it's giant groups, thousands of women post, oh, we're thinking of going with Open Door. Has anybody had a good experience? And then inevitably there's one or two people that comment, oh yeah, we had a great experience. We never had to show our home and this and that. And I will ask them, oh, what home did you sell? And they'll give me the address and I'll look it up. And I want to go back and say, you probably left $30,000 on the table. I want to go back and say that. But I don't, because I don't want to upset them. But I get like very Justice League about it, because you are leaving so much on the table because they don't tell you the whole story. And like Howard said, if you need to move your home, if you got to get out of there for whatever reason and it needs to be quick, fast, and in a hurry, it's the perfect plan. But if you're looking to sell your home to get the money out of it that you paid into it, you're not going to get it.
So that you can take that money on to the next house.
Into the next house.
Yep.
You're not going to get it. You're simply
not.
And
again, I love the fact that you said it. It's not necessarily about whether or not they sell their home to an iBuyer, any of the iBuyers. It's, are they doing it with all the information and a full understanding of the costs, the risks, all of the things that are coming on board. And if they are and they do, God bless you. Totally for it.
Right.
But if you're not aware of all these things, then call your favorite realtor. I would prefer a roundtable agent, but if not a roundtable agent, then any really great realtor will do.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone in North Florida will do. I'm not even like being picky, right?
Right.
Just
pick a good one.
Yeah, pick a good one. Call them and say, hey, I'm thinking about going online and seeing what this iBuyer thing's all about. And if they know what they're doing, they'll meet with you. They'll show you the numbers that we have.
That's right.
And they'll tell you to don't and go eat at Sorrento. Go eat at Sorrento. Have a nice steak.
Wear a rethreaded shirt.
Go swimming in your pool at the Y for the day, and then after you've thought it over on a great meal and a glass of wine, then you'll think differently and you'll put your home on the market and we'll see that you got $30,000 more. Does that not happen? Is that not the order of operations?
It's one way to get there.
Isn't that?
Absolutely.
I think that's the normal way, maybe the best way to do it.
Well, I'll write it down. I'll have step-by-step instructions in the next blog.
Great.